where we're just running I-70E eastbound, of course. How are you? Sorry. That just disturbed Max's attention big time. He was like, man, I was like actually laying down trying to chase down this girl dog. In a dream I was having, it was great. Next thing you know, you're over there talking like a clown. Kel, what are you doing? Sorry, Max. Speaking of Max, he's actually started lifting his leg. Yep, he started lifting his leg. Oh no. It actually brings a tear to my eye. Makes me proud. Yeah. Well, all that set aside, welcome back to you once again. Good afternoon and greetings from, as I said, Topeka, Kansas. Officially. So we've just been having ourselves a heck of a day, a heck of a morning, running through Kansas, eastbound here on I-70. No complaints, actually, so far today. It's been a great, almost first half of our shift down here. So let's go ahead and check in real quick. We got Saturday now. Amazing. May 8th, 2021. And there's supposed to be some Chinese rocket hitting New York City tonight or something like that. I don't know. I hope it's gonna hit. I hope it is tonight rather than tomorrow night. Let's see here. We got 2:34 in the PM. Still just past noon. Well, you know, noon 34 in California time. Got ourselves a kind of yeah, I don't know, balmy. It's balmy, but I don't even know what balmy is, but let's go ahead and call it balmy, 79 degrees. I don't know if that's accurate. Balmy. It's windy. Is windy part of balmy? Is that like part of the definition? Like next to the word balmy in the dictionary, does it say windy at all? I don't know. I bet you it doesn't. I don't know. Balmy seems to fit, you know, but windy does too. So, you know. And in any event, it's 79 degrees. It's kind of hot out. And random clouds out there and whatnot. We are at an elevation now. We have descended to an elevation of about 950 feet out here in Topeka. And as we make our way out to Staten Island, New York, for our first stop on this load that we're carrying from Denver. Load of coffee. And to that, we have 1,247 miles still remaining. Can I pick it up to 65 now? I guess I can. We're through the central area of Topeka there. Visit Topeka's one of the locations in that movie. What is that movie about the rock and roll? Almost Famous. And it was all about a band, you know, their name was Stillwater, right? And the lead guitarist, he goes out and they're like doing a show in Topeka, Kansas, and he goes over to some party and he drops acid and like goes up onto the roof and he's all like getting ready to jump in the pool. He's like, I'm a golden god. I think that's where they were. They were out there in Topeka. I think that's where they were in that one. I don't know. All I know is Topeka, Kansas had a role in that movie. That was a good movie. That was a good, like, cool, like rock and roll movie. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was just cool. Yep. So yeah, I-70 eastbound. What do we got in the windshield? We still have Kansas City, of course, and we will find ourselves running through Missouri once again. The misery of Missouri. Yeah, as I was saying, we're having ourselves a pretty good first half of our shift here today. We actually made it, I don't know, like maybe 4.5 hours on our first segment without stopping at all. We ended up at I think you know what? I think that's on. I think that is on video there. Yeah, we ended up over there in Petro and hell was it? Oh boy, began with a C. Like Clover or something. Damn it! I gotta look it up now. Son of a biscuit. Colby, yeah, see, I knew it was a C. Yeah, Colby, Kansas. Petro stopping centers. It's like, I don't know, it's a travel oasis, something or another, but it's a Petro. And, yeah, shut her down and got a good night's sleep. And, geez, I think somewhere around, what was it? 6 or 7 a.m. It was about 45 minutes before I was planning to wake up. And the truck computer started beeping at me, sending me an alarm, letting me know the batteries were getting low, right? You know, because, like, you know, you shut it down, so you know your batteries aren't being charged, right? You know, but they hold, you know, quite a bit of energy in them, and they will last quite a while depending on, of course, what is being used, right? The only thing really that is being used while we're shut down is my refrigerator, my cooler refrigerator, and that does draw quite a bit of amps, right? So I always got to be kind of like one eye open while I'm sleeping, you know. I just got to be sensitive to, you know, how long the engine's been down. And anyways, yeah, so that thing started beeping at me, and it was like a violent beep. It was like a pissed off beep, right? So I, you know, got up quickly, you know, unplugged my reefer and turned off whatever else, you know, it might have been drawing power, unplugged chargers and stuff like that, came up to the front, went and turned the key, you know, and, you know, with these big trucks, you know, it goes through this series of you know, you gotta wait. Once you turn the key to the on position, it's like, I don't know, like 15 seconds before you're, you know, or 20 seconds before you can start it. because you got to let it go through, and the electrical, connections go through and click on a bunch of relays, and I believe, that these models also probably have glow plugs. I don't know if they have glow plugs. I'm assuming they do. But anyway, so yeah, it's like 20 seconds before you can crank the engine. I cranked the engine and nothing. Just nothing. And it's just like, oh, no freaking way, man. No frozen way, eh? Oh, that's not good at all, eh? So, it's like sweating, man, because I just didn't want to have to deal with getting it jumped, you know what I mean? So I turned the key back to the completely off position and let it sit for like 5 more minutes, and went ahead and turned it back in the on position, waited about 20 seconds, and started. I got like 2 cranks and it started. I was like, God, thank you. Yeah, so we got a little lucky this morning. And so I fired it back up, then I went back to sleep. Hit the snooze button, basically. And whatever. But yeah, so we got out of there, around 8:30 or 9, went ahead and fueled up, did my pre-trip, grabbed some food, went ahead and got out of there, and just been running, since. So, yep. A little bit windy out today, but nothing really to write home about. So, anyways, there you go. So we'll be seeing a little bit later. Talk to you shortly. There we go. Welcome back to Kansas City once again. Uh-oh. Brake lights.
Say a command.
Fetch me some coffee.
Why can we up here next Tennessee Hill? Why can we waving?
Damn it. Ah, this sucks.
Be in the second lane from the left.
Huh. You know what? This is the first time that I've gone through Kansas City and hit traffic like this. Huh. What time is it? 3:26. Yeah, go ahead, right on in there. I was leaving that open for you there, little car.
In 1 mile, keep right toward I-70 East.
Yeah. Oh, well, here we go. Check this out. So this is why I've always missed the Welcome to Missouri sign, because it's just right there blended in with all the other ones. You see it? The little blue one with the yellow underneath it? That's the Welcome to Missouri sign right there. That's why I've never seen it. Like, every time that I've gone eastbound through here, I've just been like, where the hell is the freaking state line into Missouri? There it is. Funny. It is the first time I've seen the sign that welcomes you to Kansas in the opposite direction. Of course, it's way back behind us, like a mile, for some reason.
3/4 of a mile, keep right toward I-70 East.
Yeah, we'll give her a shot there, Sheila D. Thank you.
Be in any of the 4 right lanes. Continue on I-670.
I don't know what it is. All day long, all I've heard all day long on the radio, on the CB, it's just like that. Just random meaningless utterings. Like, that are unclear. Alright? I don't know. Random meaningless utterings. Dude, why are you freaking slowing down, dude? This little car just to the left of me, he's just, oh, I'm just gonna slow down with this truck right here. Alright, guess what? You're gonna get the horns right up your freaking ass now. Yeah, it's like nobody's saying anything. They're just like meaningless, just like gibberish. Like, I don't know, I heard like, I don't know how many radio checks all through Kansas. Which is just, I don't know, it's just weird. It's unusual. Wow, we have one little car up here at the front of this pack just mucking it up for us. One car. I can see him. Yep, so it's pretty funny, I don't know, yeah, so there's supposed to be this freaking Chinese, I mean, I was just talking about this a little while ago, I know. The remains of a Chinese, you know, rocket that they sent up to work on their own little space station or something up there, right? And it's supposed to be like, it's funny because I was just watching this on, you know, on YouTube, you know, just dumb, stupid freaking news, just dumb stuff, right? With with that freaking blatant airhead, what's his name? Ishua Mokado or something like that, like he's an Asian dude, like long hair, like the stereotypical scientist, right? You know, and it's like, I don't know why he's the go-to guy for so many things. Then there's that other guy, the black guy, man, whatever his name. Like, they're just two the biggest airheads you can come up with, right? But they're like the go-to guys for talking to the public about scientific stuff, right? And they talk to you just like so fucking condescendingly. You know what I mean? Like the general public must just be freaking dumb. And like, you know, it's just like the way that, you know, the quote-unquote leaders talk down to people, condescend down to the general public as if they're children, right? As if we need to speak to the general public as if they're just dumb, stupid, blind children who are just learning about, you know, life, right? And so they get that guy, what's his name, Mikado or Yoshua, or I don't know what his name is. And the guy's just a freaking bozo, you know? Well, we don't know where it's gonna come down, but it could come down right here in New York City. You know, and it's just like, it's like he's 10 years old talking to a 5-year-old is what it's like. Or like he's 12 years old talking to a 5-year-old, you know? No, it's more like he's a 9-year-old talking to a 5-year-old, you know? Like, oh, I'm 4 years older than you know, so I know more about stuff than you do. But I know that you don't really understand that you're fucking illiterate, so I'm just gonna talk to you like, you know, because I know that you're only 5, but I'm 9, you know, that's the way he talks. And that's the way the news people ask him questions, you know, you know, and so it's pretty fucking goofy. It's just dumb, you know, and of course, you know, whenever I hear stuff like this come out of the fucking blue, right? Like this news story just came out a couple days ago, or, you know, that I became aware of it a couple days ago. So I'm assuming it just came out a couple days ago. You know, and whenever it comes out, you know, and it just out of the fucking blue, here comes this freaking thing, it's gonna crash land in Earth, and they turn it into a major story, right? I always nowadays question everything about it. One, what's really going on that they're trying to cover up, that they need to come up with a story, right? Because it's like, oh, there's some shit going on over here that we don't want anybody to really pay attention to, so let's create something for people to gawk at, right? Let's create a big accident scene over here so the people on the interstate don't notice that this guy's being beaten up over the middle lanes by a cop, right? Or something, right? Let's create a distraction. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is when they immediately start just pointing fingers, and it's always at either China or Russia, right? I go, huh. You know, right? Because they've been pointing their finger at China about everything lately. You know, everything. They're pointing their finger at China about everything. Pointing their finger at Russia about everything. You know, pointing their finger at every and any other country that they can think of, as if to say that their shit don't stink, right? So I just start questioning things, going, you know, one, is it a real thing? Two, you know, are they pointing the finger in the right direction? Or maybe they should be pointing it back at themselves, right? Because they're cutting down China for everything, right? So what happens to the minds of the viewer and the audience who they're speaking to is you start thinking, you don't think, Chinese government, you just think of China as a whole, right? The fucking people in China, man, the actual people in China ain't the ones, that you need to be worried about. You know, The people of any other country, whenever they point their finger at it, whether it's Afghanistan or Iraq or Iran or China or Russia or whatever, like the people of that country, the actual people who go to work every day, right, are not the ones you need to be freaking worried about. You know what I mean? They're not your problem. It's only the powers that be in every government that like, do you have a problem with Chinese people? Do you have a problem with any Russians that you know are bothering you that you want to go drop a bomb on them? You know, stuff like that. You know, so it's just like, you know, I don't know. Yep. So just another freaking goofy thing. But yeah, they're like, oh, it could, you know, only God knows where this thing's gonna fall. Like, dude, do you remember, what was it, like 7 years ago, 8 years ago or so? This freaking jet filled with a bunch of scientists just went fucking missing, right? And they were scanning the freaking Atlantic Ocean or whatever ocean. It might have been, whatever. I don't remember what the hell, Indian Ocean or something, right? And they were like, and it was all over the news every day. Well, they've scanned this section now, and they still haven't found any debris, right? Because it just went missing in mid-flight, right? It just went missing, right? They couldn't find that fucking thing, and that's just as big as this freaking this rocket that they're talking about. You know what I mean? It's the size of a plane, right? That thing went missing, and freaking they never found it, right? And there's all kinds of conspiracy theories going on too about, like, oh well, it was hijacked, and you know, all the scientists who were on board, because they were like coming back or going to some big meeting to go talk about some, you know, undercover, you know, stuff going on with space, you know, or something like that. It was like, all of a sudden they all went missing. You know, they supposedly crashed into the ocean, right? And so they're just scanning the ocean, right? They got all these fishing vessels out there, and, you know, they're looking for debris, and they never found nothing, right? Well, so they were comparing this thing falling back to Earth to the size of a semi-truck, right? Oh, your standard semi-truck is 70 to 80 foot long, and this thing is 120 feet long, and weighs, multiple times, I'm sure, of a semi-truck, you know, right? So what is our max gross? Like 80,000 pounds, so it's like a semi-truck falling. No, it's more like a fucking jet airplane falling back to ground. That's it. How many freaking jet airplanes have crashed and you never freaking know about it, you never hear about it, because, you know, it's like they're all turning this into a big old deal, right? Because it's falling back to Earth from space. Oh my gosh, it's just dumb. Like, our media system is just fucking dumb. It is atrocious. It is just I don't know. It's unbelievable. Yeah. When you really sit back and look at it, it's just unbelievable. But so, like, here I am headed to Staten Island, New York City, right? And they're like, it could fall in New York City, right? Oh, all the New Yorkers are all running around panicking now. That's what they want. That's the impression that they want in the minds of everybody. Like, oh, all the New Yorkers, watch out, you know? But of course, the planet is 78% water, so the likelihood that it falls in the water is greater than. But that's not to rule out anybody getting killed by this thing. You know? Oh my God! I hope to God it freaking falls in New York City. I hope it does while I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Like, just just put me out of my damn misery. Put me out of my damn Missouri. Yeah. Oh boy. It's pretty freaking ridiculous. It just is. Okay, little red Jeep. Thank you for your service. I got shit to do though. And then, so I think they said, like, they were like, oh, it's gonna fall back sometime this weekend. And then they're like, oh, it should be between 10 and 2 a.m. Saturday night or something. Like, huh, that's tonight. So we'll see. I don't know. They don't have a freaking clue what they're talking about. That's how you know they're bullshit. Right? Anyways, all right. Well, I'll stop. We'll put this segment to bed here. Thanks for hanging out with me through Kansas City there, and we'll talk to you all in a bit. See ya. If he does it here. Come on, Max. Come on, on the bench. On the bench. Max. On the bench. On the bench. No, it's not the right kind of bench. Come on, let's go. Come on. On the bench. On the bench. Nope, ain't gonna do it. We'll try this one. On the bench. Max, on the bench. Max, on the bench. Come on. On the bench. Come on, let's go. On the bench. There you go. Good job, bud. Good boy. Good boy. You want to do it again? Here, you want treats? Here we go. Atta boy. Ready to do it again? Come on, on the bench. Good boy. Off the bench. There you go. Good boy. Ready? Do it again. On the bench. Good job. That's pretty good, Max. That's pretty good. You think you deserve something for that? Or I'll give you some praise for it, huh? Max, stop biting. That's the only, yeah, that's one of the other issues here is the biting here. Okay, ready? Come on, on the bench. Good boy. Good boy. See, he'll just do it on anything now. He'll do it on the bench, he'll do it off the bench. Welcome to the last rest area in Missouri, headed eastbound. So we're about to work our way through St. Louis here shortly. Yes, we will be working our way through St. Louis here shortly. So we figure we better go ahead and make another stop. This is only our second stop for the day. And we are down to 2 hours and 40 minutes of drive time left. So that's pretty damn good. That's where we need to be. 2 stops per day, per shift, per 11-hour shift. That's perfect. And we're doing great. So, yep. So there you go. Anyways, we'll see you down the road. Okay. Break time over. Exit. Max, knock it off. This freaking dog. Alright, it is time for us to get our asses through St. Louis and finish out this day in quick time there. The quickest time as possible. 2 hours and 50 minutes we have left of available drive today. Quick update, and then I'm going to go ahead and zip you on through St. Louis here. We got a little ways still out of St. Louis. We still got 10 or 15 miles out of St. Louis or so. let's see, 6:55 now in the PM. Temperature has dropped down to 57 degrees, elevation 780. And we, as I speak, have 999 miles left to go out there to Staten Island. It's going past mile marker 199 for eastbound I-70 here in Missouri. 199 over 6. Pretty interesting looking sky overhead. Couple drops of rain here. Oh boy. That's how you get on the interstate right there. That little Nissan, that's how you get on an interstate. In front of a truck. That's how it's done. Put that freaking hammer foot down. Yep, so hopefully that little rest break was good enough to get Max through this remaining 2 and 3/4 hours. Should be good to go. We did 4 hours straight, and then we did 4 hours and 10 minutes. So that's freaking awesome. That's freezing awesome, eh? And it really is too. No, all joking aside, that's perfect. That's perfect for the both of us. Like I can do 8 hours, no problem, on my own. You know what I mean? But in all reality, you know, to try and do that just on a daily basis and day in and day out, it's a little taxing. You know, yeah, you get great miles and great mileage and stuff, but whatever. For me, myself, 8 hours, yeah, I can handle it. But it is. It's nice to just, I mean, every 3 to 4 hours, that's, you know, hey, at any job, you're going to take a break at 3, you know, or 2.5 hours, and then in 4 hours, you know, and then another 2.5 hours or whatever. I don't know, whatever. I'm babbling. Let's go ahead and throw you in hyperdrive here. We'll see you on the other side of St. Louis out in Illinois. Illinois, yes, Illinois, that's right. All right, we'll see you in a minute. Okay, the sign said there was 10 spaces available. But of course that was about 15 miles ago. And I don't see any open spots. Unless there's more over here on the other side. Well, I guess they're better fucking me. Or else we're going to be parking in the no parking spot. Which is fine by me. There we go. We got some spots here. Yes, we do. We got one right here, as a matter of fact. Spots over there. You can actually go park alone. Whatever. This is good. Welcome to Indiana. Yep, we drove you all the way through Illinois in hyperdrive. All the way through Illinois. We actually ended up not even going through St. Louis. We took the bypass 270 through St. Louis there, which was cool. It was something I don't think I've actually done in the past. I don't think I've taken that 270 bypass around St. Louis before. Well, most of the time, or you know, a good number of the times that I've gone through St. Louis there, it was coming in off of 64 or going out to the 64. So we took the north 270 bypass, and that was great because, you know, I don't know, St. Louis can be a little bit messy sometimes and stuff. We got into Illinois there and just rock and rolled the whole way out, man. Yeah. I was actually going to stop a little ways back over at a pilot just before the Indiana state line. But we were coming up to it and I was like, man, it's all raining and stuff. When it's raining like this, you know, truck drivers just do whatever they can, and you know, to park, and they'll park kind of in ridiculous places. You know, everybody's got their trucks running all the time, and it can just be a real kind of clusterfuck sometimes. So I went ahead and just passed it up and came to this welcome center here. So yep. So anyways, that's a wrap. It is now 11 p.m. We just lost an hour. We went from 9:30 to 10:30, and it was like, what? Oh yeah, that's right. We are now in Central Time Zone. So, is that right? Are we in Central or are we in Eastern? If it's 8 in California and it's 11 here, so maybe we already passed through Central Time Zone. I don't know. It seems like this. I don't know. Whatever. Jeez, look at all that steam coming off the front of the truck, man. Makes it look like I got a freaking radiator leak or something, but I don't. It's just, it's just warmth from the radiator and the rain and stuff. So whatever. All right, it's a wrap. Yeah. Hope y'all are doing well. We'll see you mañana somewhere down the road. So take care. See ya.